If you know, you know. My life is changing, bro. Stay in hustle mode.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Keith the artist, coming at you with another waves tutorial. Alright man, so today we got a nice one. My boy been wolfing for at least about 2 months. You see I gotta comb out those curls real quick. Remember, waves are curls, okay? But yeah man, we're gonna hit him with the number 2 guard. But first and foremost, you want to make sure you're combing the direction of the hair. That's always very important when you're doing a waver's hair. So now we're gonna start off by balding out the sides and the back. We're doing a low temp fade on all 3 parts of the head, on the taper and on the nape area. We're gonna come back and knock out the nape area after we get done cutting it down, but I just want to make sure. And then also I'm using some softer trimmers. I always use different trimmers for the sides versus the back. So I use my hard trimmers, you know what I'm saying, because the hair on the sides can be a little harder, but on the nape area, that neck can be very sensitive, so you don't want to whoop nobody's skin. So I always use some trimmers that's really not set really sharp. All right, now we're starting off with I want to say that's a number 2 guard, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's a number 2 guard. I'm using a Wall Premium guard, by the way. He wants to keep his waves thick because the next time when he comes back to me, because I did this haircut back in, I want to say October, late October. So he's coming back to me in December for his wedding cut, and that might be the chop where I might hit it with the 1.5. But the number 2 is snipping really good. Why? Because I loosened up the curls, and he washed his hair very well the night before, and he laid his hair down how he was supposed to. And he also woofed correctly. So always remember, man, as a waver or even as a barber, if you have somebody wolfing, make sure you can look at the signs of wolfing or over wolfing, because if you over wolf, you can cut all the waves out, and it can make you look bad as a barber, especially for the waver community and the people in the waver community who don't understand what over wolfing actually is. Been there, done that, trust me. Now you see on the edges, because I hit him with the number 2 guard, I had to use my trimmers to cut down his edges. Now we're going to go ahead and use that tap and go hairline spritz. Hey man, go to toptierhairclub.com to get that spritz, man. It is going fast. I'm almost out, and I'm not restocking until the next year, okay? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and hit this nape area. We're going to go ahead and screen scrub through. I mean, it's pretty much explanatory. I'm not showing you how to fade. I'm just showing you a waves tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and screen scrub through, and I'll be back to check in with y'all after we get done and when we're lining up the neck area. Alright, so I'm using my Stylecraft sabers. Of course, I had to get my blades from Clipper Grinder. He got these things snipping, especially when that skin is extra dry. Yes, sir. Now, you know, I had to hit y'all with one of these videos where I'm giving y'all both angles, both sides. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's one side. Now, what we do on one side, we must do on the other. Can't have the other side looking all shabby. So we're going to go ahead and line that thing up. It's all about them angles, you see? And it's all about the positioning of where you putting your blades at. You always want to keep that neck area as wide as possible because it shows off the fade a lot better. And also you see I positioned the fade to where the sides were still dark and the middle was lightened up. Alright, now let's go ahead and prepare for that top line. I'm giving you both angles so you can see a little bit better. I'm still working on trying to get that overview angle. Please bear with me. I might have to put that thing on a ring light or something like that next time. All right, so his he went and got a chop by another barber because you know I am pretty busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know his vertical bars were pretty light. So this side, on the right side, it was pretty dark, but on the left side I had to go ahead and fill that thing in. I'm gonna show y'all later in the video, so stay tuned for that. Okay, because sometimes you have to sacrifice now in order to get that gain later on, and that's why you consult with your clients. Okay, you see on this side, that side is really light. You could barely see any hair, but I know exactly where his hairline is because I cut his hair pretty often. I've been cutting my man's hair for at least about a year now. So I told him, hey man, we're gonna go ahead and keep that side light, but we're gonna go ahead and just fill it in, and we're gonna let it naturally grow in by itself. So on the next cut, it's gonna be where we need it to be. And that's why I use the razor when I'm doing the vertical bars, because it's very important that you don't push that new growth in, because he had the wool for, you know, another month and a half or two. Okay, now you see I followed back up with that razor. That's what I'm talking about. So usually when I have a light spot like this, I razor first, hit it with my trimmers, then I razor again just to make sure. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go from C cup to C cup just to make sure those things are even. And you can even, I'm giving you the angle right here so you can see that they're even. All right, now let's get into this fading process. So like I said, fading is pretty much self-explanatory. You know, I'm using a couple techniques that I'm gonna go ahead and point out. I did use my razor comb just to get, you know, because when you're keeping your razor, when you're keeping your temp fade low, you have to, and then when you have a waver, those curls can pop out sometimes. So you have to keep a razor comb in your arsenal. Just my preference, my opinion. Now I only make suggestions, I don't tell people what to do, but it helps me out a lot, and it also keeps my fades dark, but it also still has definition to it, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and screen scrub through, and I'll be back when this fade process is done.
AK on the beat.
Now, usually I don't do this, but I was in a good mood today, and you don't even see a lot of YouTube barbers doing this. I'm showing y'all the shave gel that I'm using. It's Uncle Jimmy's. I started using it recently. Now, I do use all kind of shave gel. I use shave cream, the Pinard shave cream. I use the Easy Blade shave gel. I use the Elegant shave gel. I use the Level 3 shave gel. I use them all. They all good. But lately I've been using Uncle Jimmy's. It's been doing good. Now, I showed you how I clean up the eyebrow area. And I cleaned up the lip area as well. I couldn't really get the angle for the lip, but you know, next time I'm gonna try to lift my camera up a little bit more. But the shave gel it works wonders. Now, this is the technique I use if I'm not putting the shave cream on, and then I'm drying the skin up and it's softening and soothing the skin. So the shave gel actually just adds it steps in as a substitute for the shave cream. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, just DM me or let me know in the comment section. All right, now of course we had to hit my man with the face wash, and now we hit him with a hot towel, the massage. This comes with the Top Tier Hair Club experience. This is the $100 haircut, and this is what you receive when you get that, when you pay that $100. Okay, it is worth it. I guarantee you get hit with all the bells and whistles. So now while I have them laid back, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all the extra hair. You see that light spot right there? We're gonna also make sure we keep that new growth right there. Okay. Now, sometimes we can get lost in our sauce, so we have to make sure we keep mental notes, all right? But like I was saying, his skin can be very, very dry. Just me knowing my client, so with his skin being pretty moist after me taking the towel off, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit him with my razor now, because heat in a hot towel, it can make your skin very dry. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lay his hair down with some Icy Blue Foam Wrap by Top Tier Hair Club. I mean, you can use this as a moisturizer, but it doesn't precisely moisturize your scalp. It really just activates your curls, your waves, and it lays the hair down the way you need it to. Now, not only am I going to lay it down with some foam wrap, I'm also going to hit them with some Wrap Away pomade by my brand, Top Tier Hair Club, as well. Now, when I'm using the pomade, I only use a dime size. That's all you need, okay? But in the meantime, you see, as I'm putting in the hair product, I want to make sure I'm wiping the skin off, because we still want to keep the skin as dry as possible, okay? Now, there you go. I'm just rubbing it in, rubbing my hands like Birdman. You feel me? I'm going to go ahead and massage it in his hair, because this is what's going to help lay the hair down a lot more. All right, now we're going to hit him with the pencil line. Now, recently I've stopped using the pencil line, but for certain instances I do use the pencil line, especially for this type of case, because like I said, his hairline was pretty shallow, and I'm glad I did catch him and do a video with his hairline looking like this, because a lot of times we like to show our highlights and we don't like to show the good, the bad, and the ugly sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Now, the enhancements I had to use is called Kiss Tensionation. This stuff does fly off the shelves. This is how you know I really love y'all, man, because a lot of people would just keep stuff to themselves, especially if they know it's hard to come by. But me, I want to see you win, okay? Because I already know there's plenty more out there for all of us to eat. All right. So, like I said, the left side that I just did, I just filled it in. Now, I ain't gonna lie, would have been a little light to my preference. You know, the less hair you have, the more it's gonna stand out, but the more hair you have, the better the dye or the enhancements look. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the natural look comes from when you have hair. That's why I prefer when people ask for enhancements, I'd be like, I mean, we can just keep it natural now, but as the hair fills in, then we can do it. But if they still want it, I still do it for them. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just want them to know that it will look more painted, or that more painted look, if you do this. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, make sure you consult with your clients to let them know the outcome, so they're not like, oh man, this is not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, while those waves are baking under that do-rag, we're going to go ahead and line his beard up really, really good. We just basically, I mean, the beard was already lined up, so we're just taking the chalk line out, and voila, there we go. See, on this side, on the right side, his hair was a little darker, and it was more defined. So you see the enhancements do look a lot better on this side. I can't wait to show you the left side so y'all can see what I'm talking about. It's not a mistake, it's not a flaw, it's my client's mistake. That's what you get for going somewhere else. But I don't condemn anybody, of course. It's just, that's what comes with the territory. You want convenience, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it may be a give or take. Now, I'm not, you know, knocking that barber. Some people just don't understand how to contour hairlines on people's heads, because you see how his forehead does look. It can be very tricky, okay? And that's with anybody's forehead. That's what makes barbering hard. That's what makes barbering pretty much an illusion. And that's what makes us, I call us magicians. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us look like that. All right, you see what I was talking about? See, you know, I'd rather sacrifice now, and I know a gain will come later. But you letting your client know that, they know that you care a lot more. So that makes them feel good, and it also makes you feel good. But man, here goes the haircut. You see how that fade looks, man? That's a low temp fade right there. That's what I'm talking about. My man looks good. This is the before spin. Me just combing them waves out, and this is the after. This is what it looks like. See, the fade comes out nice. The hairline is crispy. I didn't go too far into it as well. I tapered the hairline just perfectly. Man, hey, look, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Man, we need to make this video get at least 100 likes. Matter of fact, 1,000 likes. We need over 1,000 views. I'm trying to explode this page. I'm trying to get this real knowledge out there, okay? So help me help you. All right, y'all. Bonkeith the Artist is out. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Once again, peace. Yo, check it out, Alright. Yo, it's your boy Bonkeith.
Stay in hustle mode, got some brand new clothes, hit them with a pose, check what I just drove, my car don't touch the road.